Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom is here, guys. One of my favorite and most beloved franchises of all time. Did I like it?
What's in the box?
Hello, beautiful.
What's up, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning into my station, my channel, whatever you want to call it again. I definitely appreciate it. Just got out of seeing the 5th installment of Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, right off the bat, this is, out of all 5 of the movies in the series, this is my least favorite by far. Even Jurassic Park 3, I do believe, is better than Fallen Kingdom. Now, let me start out with something first here. I'm a person that loves lists. I love top 10s. They're very fun to me. Jurassic Park holds a very special place in my heart because it is on my top 10 list of favorite movies of all time. And it's also my top 10 list of favorite movie-going experiences of all time. And there's only one movie on both those lists, and that's Jurassic Park. I'll never forget seeing the first trailer, 10 years old, in my house in Dunlap. Seeing those dinosaurs run across the plain, thinking, oh my God, this is amazing. It's just something magical. It's just very special. And also, Jurassic Park was the first movie that I ever went to see in the theaters twice. So it holds a very special place in my heart. So, you know, after seeing this movie, I'm actually kind of pissed off right now. I'm not going to lie to you. It starts off with Isla Nublar, is erupting. Has a volcano on it. It's erupting. The dinosaurs have got to get off the island or they're going to die. And in the very beginning of the movie, there is some debate on whether we should save them or if we should not save them. And it happens for about 2 minutes. And then that debate is completely devoid. There's no other interesting conversations throughout the whole entire movie. The first 20 minutes or 30 minutes is on the island. And after that, the movie does something to where it just totally tanks. It goes off the rails completely and is devoid of any character development. It's devoid of any thrills. It seems perfunctory, like it's just very, very lazy. And like I said, I'm a positive person. I tried to get past some of the bad stuff, you know, and it just didn't happen. I could not like this movie. At the end, I was pissed off. You know, I like Chris Pratt. I like Bryce Dallas Howard. The director is J.A. Bayona. He also did The Impossible. He did A Monster's Call. He did The Orphanage. And all 3 of those films are great. And that's about the only thing that's good about this movie, is that it has good direction. There's some really good imagery. But most of those imagery is soaked with CGI. You know that I'm a practical effects guy. Practical effects they're not even in this movie. And that's very disappointing because when I heard this movie was being made, they said a lot of practical effects are going to be used. Was not. So, like I said, Chris Pratt is a good character. Bryce Dallas Howard is a good character. But they're the same people at the end of the movie as when we first see them at the beginning of the movie. There is no character development whatsoever. Now, the reason this movie is very, very bad is because of the screenplay and the story. Like I said, the film decides to make a decision to do something that completely flips the script of what we see in the first act. The second act is so slow and so boring, and the enemies and the bad guys are so cartoonish that I almost fell asleep. In a Jurassic Park movie, I almost fell asleep in the second act. Then the third act decides to be something completely different as well. And there's no emotional core. There's no big moments. You know how you had the trailer scene in Jurassic Park 2 over the cliff. You had in Jurassic Park 1, you had the T-Rex scene, the long 15-minute, 20-minute long scene of Jurassic Park that it just swelled and it boomed and it just kept on going and going and built and built and built. There is nothing like that at all in this film. I am very, very disappointed, as you can tell in my voice, because I love Jurassic Park. And also, I think the reason that it's getting very lazy is because the threat of the dinosaurs, they're not real dinosaurs anymore. They're genetically enhanced dinosaurs that were not real back in the day. Could you imagine if we saw Jaws? I don't know where Jaws. Imagine if we saw Jaws, and Jaws was like an enhanced shark, and it wasn't a real shark. It would not give the same effect. So all this genetic enhancement with these dinosaurs is just stupid. It's just dumb. I don't know what else to say, guys. It should have been called Jurassic Park Fallen King Dumb is what it should have been called. And I'm serious. I'm really kind of upset about this one. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. The pros, the direction's cool. There's a lot of dinosaurs, but they just feel thrown in. It feels like you've seen it before. The trailer shows almost everything. It's devoid of character. It's devoid of heart. There's no suspense. And like I said, I'm pretty pissed off. So, I'm going to go ahead and give Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom Dumb a 6 out of 10 balls. A 6 out of 10 balls. The lowest score I've ever gave a film in my reviews so far. And as you can see, I'm kind of upset, like I said. So, if you guys love what you heard or like what you see, subscribe. It's free. Comment below on, what your favorite Jurassic Park movie is. But this is my least favorite out of all of them right now. I really appreciate you guys hanging with Ball. You guys stay rounded. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone. I just wanted to let you know what I thought about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually on the opposite end of the spectrum from Nick. I ended up going into the movie having no expectations. So I think that's why maybe I liked it a little more, because Nick expected a little more from the movie. I mean, it's another dinosaur movie. There's only so much you can do with it without it getting a little too cliche, which this movie did a lot of. It had a lot of cliche scenes and characters, but I'm giving it 8 balls because I left the movie theater really liking what I saw, and I was really upset that Nick didn't think the same as I did, but that's okay. That's his opinion. Some of the things that I liked about it was I liked the introduction to some new dinosaurs. Some had their shining moments. I love dinosaurs. I just think they're so cool. So maybe that's part of why I just really like this movie. I'm a big dinosaur fan, so awesome scenes in the movie. Not a lot of awesome scenes, but the scenes that did happen sporadically throughout the movie were really enjoyable. Little thing, and it's not like any kind of spoiler alert, but they did have like a scene where the Claire, her character, stepped out of the truck and she was wearing boots. I was like, yay, because that's one of the things that really bugged me because I love a good high heel, but it was really unrealistic in the first movie. So to see her in boots was like, thank God. There are a lot of awesome screen shots in it, like where some of the scenes you could just sort of like click inside your head and be like, that's an awesome poster. Cons, I would say, are once again a lot of cliche characters, like you knew who the bad guys were right away. Some of the suspenseful scenes were scenes you've seen before in the previous movies, and they were just, I don't know if they were trying to do a nod to the previous movies or just it was lazy writing. I don't know. And speaking of the writing, it was kind of terrible. There wasn't a lot of, I don't know, conversational scenes or scenes that you could kind of like make a connection with the characters. Just bad writing. I mean, you have Chris Pratt, and I just feel like they didn't utilize him. Overall, like I said, I give it 8 balls. I do agree with a lot of things that Nick has said about the movie. But like I said, I think you either like it or you hate it, and I really liked it. Yeah, so thank you. See you guys later. 8 balls.